Hey guys, this is a little crochet and chat. I am working on, believe it or not, a commissioned project. This is the beginning of a new crafty week, so I want to say welcome. It is January 1st, so I also want to say Happy New Year. It is 2024. Can you believe it? I cannot. So yeah, here we are on January 1st, and I am up and I decided that I want to do a crocheting chat because I just feel like there's lots to talk about. I wanted to share a little bit about my trip. What I'm working on is a commission project. Can you guys believe it? I don't do commissions, but a good friend. I have actually technically three commissions. One of them is from my son who's not going to be paying for it. So I have to finish his piplup. Another one is from my bestie, my Chicago dear friend. And she watches, so hey. She asked for a mermaid in specific colors, and it's going to have a breast cancer awareness theme. So I will show you that I will be making Marin the mermaid for her. And then my other pal, she has her brother's having, I think it's her brother whose wife is having a baby in the showers at the end of this month. And they really love Hello Kitty. They really specifically love, I think the character's name is KUROMI or Karami, but I think it's KUROMI. And so I will try to pop a picture of it in somewhere around probably like right here is where I'm going to try to land it so you guys can see what I'm working on. I found the pattern on Etsy, and let me see if I can check. Let me check the name of the designer. Hold on, gang. Oh, purchase. Okay, no. I just want to see my purchases. And so the designer is No Clock Creaciones. It looks like creations, but it looks like it's spelled in Spanish. And the pattern was a 3-in-1. So I'll try to show you. So see that the one with the space hat on, that's Kuromi, and that is the one that I'm making. But I have all three of these patterns. I went ahead and just bought the set of three, and apparently she has the Hello Kitty and Friends. This was set two. I only bought set two because it had Kuromi, and I just figured I would get all of the go ahead and get all of the. Let's see if they have one with just Kuromi, a really good one. Okay. Here is Kuromi. And yeah, I just figured I would get all three. It was like $9 and something. So it worked out to like three, three each. Okay. So anyway, that's it. That's what I'm working on. And I have gotten into a point where I'm just going, making 6 rounds evenly. I'm not increasing. So I thought this would be the perfect time to stop and do the crochet and chat. So what I'm using is the Bernat Velvet. I think the colorway is just called white or snow or something like that, but it's basically just white. And I'm finding that I really enjoy using the Bernat Velvet for these armies because I mean it's super soft. It really for this one I'm using a 4.5. I should have went down to the 4 because I think that would have made the stitches a little bit more dense. With this yarn, to me, I think you really have to make sure your stitches get dense. But like for instance, when I did the increases up here, I have a hole, so I'm gonna have to sew that together because I didn't want to do it again, and I figured I was gonna get that hole anyway. It's one of those ones where you put a couple stitches, or maybe 3 stitches or 2 stitches into one, but I think I should have used a smaller, because I mean, as you can see, this is gonna turn out pretty big, but that's okay. You know, I like substantial amis, and so I think in the pattern it looks like um Looks like her hat, because it is a hat, is in gray, like a charcoaly color. And I don't recall if one, I don't even recall if Bernat Velvet has a gray. They definitely have a black, so if they don't have a gray, it's gonna be black, y'all. But I'm gonna check since you know what I'm doing is I got a new phone for my birthday. I think was it my birthday or Christmas? I get this phone, Christmas or my birthday. So I got this phone for my birthday. I got a new iPhone, so I'm actually using the old one to film on, which is quite convenient because I can use this one to look things up. All right, so let me see Bernat. If they have the gray, I likely have it. But let's see. If they have a gray option, I'm sure. And they have a ooh, yeah, they have a vapor gray. So I hope I have it. I hope that I have it already. Um, I can look and see. Anyway, I hope I have it already. Because I would rather do it more true to color than do the. Let me see. Mm-mm. I'm just checking past orders. I know y'all are like, girl, could you please stop? Velvet Pine. I got yeah, mocha. Ooh, it looks like I didn't buy the gray. Good thing I got a gift card. I can get the gray if I really, really want it. Okay, so it doesn't look like I actually bought the gray. Uh, yeah, I didn't. So I will likely just get that because I do have a gift card. Um, anyway, so anyway, that's what I'm using, and this is the baby showers at the end of the month, so I had to prioritize this one. My the Marin reference not in a rush for it. However, it will be prioritized at the beginning of the year because I don't know about you guys, but for family and friends, I can tend to put these things to the side and work on other things. I mean, I've been working on Piplup for a long time, and so I'm gonna go ahead and finish that up. But I need to get started on this first, even though Piplup is almost finished. So he will likely get finished this week before I return to work. I still have a week off, so we're gonna celebrate Steve's birthday on Friday, and then he'll be doing a little more traveling to just check on his brother, be with his brother for a little bit. He's having a couple health issues, and he's gonna go and check on him and be with him a little bit. And so me and Jordan will be on our own next week, which you know I pretty much do when it comes to getting Jordan from point A to point B for the official things. I do that anyway. What Steve usually does all of the fun things, and which I appreciate. So I'll be on my own next week on that. Otherwise, me and Jordan, we kind of used to chilling and doing all the things. And he's 14, so he's easy. Guys, he's 4 months away from being 15 years old. It's crazy. Anyway, so I just wanted to tell you my trip was so great. And I think when I look back on it, I'm like, why was this one just so chock full of things? I think the weather helped. Usually it is pretty cold, and we don't venture out as much when it's cold and snowing. But really, it was really moderate. The temperatures dropped toward the end of the visit, so it got down into the 30s. But for the beginning of the visit, there was lots of it was warm and it was rainy. And so it wasn't a lot of sun, but you could be outside and not feel like, you're going to, freeze. So I just finished the first round. I'm on to the second round of this. Anyway, we did a lot. We took the boys, as you all have seen. They went to a Disney. We took them to a Disney 100-year anniversary exhibition. We enjoyed it, and the boys did too. I was really not expecting them to enjoy it as much as they did. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't as good as if they had been playing with their video games, but it was. They did good. A 14-year-old and an 8-year-old did great going through that exhibition. And my great nephew, is into Stitch right now from Lilo and Stitch. So he was very entertained by all the things, and he also knows about uh Star Wars. He knows about the Marvel. I think it's Marvel that is under Disney. And so yeah, he knows about all that stuff, and of course Jordan did. So it was great. And then while we were there, and even before we left, I felt myself trying to get a cold, and I started taking Zycam right away. It's the first time I tried it because I really didn't, I was really, really trying not to be sick. But I was getting a scratchy throat and a little tickle in my chest. I started using that Zycam, and I'm telling you, it did, like the bottle says, you go from a pre-cold to no cold, and that was fantastic. But we had to stop and get me some more Zycam because it was starting to try to come back. So I stopped at a Target right in the area, did that, and went on home, and that was great. And then so that was like the day after Christmas. I got lots of great gifts, and I'm probably not gonna go over all that. I'm gonna definitely show you the yarn gifts because I'm so impressed with my husband with what he got. So I have to show you guys that. But other than that, I won't go through all the things. It was, Santa was great to me, and so was my birthday gifts. Everything was great. So anyway, went with my bestie to see The Color Purple, and I just have to tell you that was fantastic. So much so that I'm going to see it again with Steve today. I could see it like at least one additional time. That's how much I thoroughly enjoyed it. Spoiler alert, people are upset because they don't know that it is a musical. So if you don't like musicals, I still say go see it because my bestie doesn't like musical, and she loved it. So I think people are out there posting and upset about it because they didn't know it was a musical. So you did hear it from me. It is a musical. I love musicals, always have. I, of course, loved The Color Purple. Saw it in the theater the very first time it came out when Oprah wasn't even Oprah yet. Uh, she was still Oprah Winfrey. Now she does Oprah. Anyway, it was so good. I mean, literally, Whoopi Goldberg was a bigger name at that time, and it was a great film. I remember seeing it with friends in the theater. It was great. And me and Steve will be sitting here if we're surfing. There are a couple of movies if we're surfing that y'all can't even see me crocheting. Uh, we will just stop and watch. One of them is The Godfather. Even if we come in the middle, we're gonna stop and watch it. Um, The Color Purple is definitely one of those movies. And then either I can't remember, Steve, if it was my birthday or anniversary that we saw it on stage. Which one was it? You can't, listen. It was my birthday that we went to go see The Color Purple on stage here in California, and it was fantastic. I had one issue with the casting while it was here, but it was still great. They used a name for one of the main roles, and I really didn't like the person that they chose. For this role, I don't dislike her as a human. I just think that for her voice and her style of singing, she was not the best choice. But anyway, we still enjoyed it. The movie is a combination. It's not even a direct combination, but it has elements of both the play and the film. And so I can't even tell you how much I enjoyed it. I just really enjoyed it. I just finished the second of 6 rounds. I'm into the third round here. I'm not gonna keep y'all with me the whole time. I talk a little bit too much, and this video is already too long. But that's how crochet and chats are. This might just be a freestanding video, huh? Okay, let's do that. It won't be a part of a vlog. It'll just be a freestanding crochet and chat that will come out later this week. Anyway, um, let's see. What am I saying? What am I saying? Anyway, The Color Purple was fantastic. And then I think I had already shared with you guys that one of my biggest gift was from my mom, and that was tickets to go and see Hamilton while we were in Chicago. And so that was on the 28th, and we had dinner at a restaurant right across the street. You guys, if you watched the previous video that is probably coming out today, if once you watch that, you will know that we did all this. But Steve found a great restaurant that was right across from the theater, and which was great because it was a rainy night. Not like really a downpour type of rain, but it was a rainy night. And my sister got herself a ticket, and all three of us went. She had better seats than us because I was being my mother was being generous, and I didn't really want to buy the most expensive ticket on the thing, but we had a decent seat and we thoroughly enjoyed it. um Going to the theater is just not cheap, any kind of live entertainment. But I will tell you this, that I have been reminded of some of the things that I really love, and that's one of them, going to the theater. And so I will do more of that in 2024, at least one more show. I think I could go to a show every year, uh, and that would be fantastic. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that. Sorry, guys. I think Steve would have been in the background, and I don't want him to be seen. So hold on. Sorry. All right. I will just edit it out if he ends up in the background. But anyway, I cannot say enough. It was so fantastic. So wonderful, wonderful evening. You've seen it. If you haven't, go back and watch it. I talk a little bit more. I show you a little bit more about it. But uh, this was great. It was a great trip. Like, I don't know, it couldn't have gotten any better. Then, we also got to spend time with Steve's brother and his family. They fed us, we talked and chatted, and just had a really good time with them. And then we came back. Our plane was delayed because of, so the plane was coming from Denver to Chicago, and there were technical difficulties with the aircraft that was initially supposed to be ours. They had to switch everything out, so that caused delays. They finally got on the ground, and guys, I haven't been on a plane this big in my not in my life. I have been on one of these big ones. I went years ago in 1998. I traveled to Paris, me and a friend, and that plane was huge. But this domestic flights, I have never had a plane this big. There were 364 people on that plane who had to get off, who had to go and try to get to their connections because they were late. So it was crazy. And so it took a long time for them to get off, for them to clean, even just for them to taxi to the gate once they landed. And anyway, we were 2 hours delayed by the time that plane. We all got on, and we all got to our seats. I just finished the third round, so I'm going to the fourth one. Um, so we were 2 hours delayed, which means that we got back 2 hours later than we anticipated. And we travel is the travel day is always exhausting. I mean, unless I'm going to like Vegas, which would be like an hour up and down, um going even a 3.5 4 hour flight, the whole thing is just a little bit daunting and tiring. So yeah, I would have just stayed home, but we had committed. Plus I wanted my son, he wanted to go, and I wanted him to spend time with his friends to ring in the new year with everybody, and we got to do that with our friends. And we had a really good time. Played some games, had the champagne toast, had food. Everybody brought something. Of course, we did not cook for this potluck because we just barely got back. And as soon as we rang in the new year, we all came home. We came home. We didn't stay long. Normally, I would stay and help clean up, but everybody was like, "Yeah, y'all just came from Chicago, practically from the airport to the party, so y'all go ahead on." So we let everybody else do all that cleaning and stuff, and we came home and hit the sack. So anyway, so I've been up this morning, got a good night's sleep, got some stuff started, unpacked, put my luggage away this morning, And yeah, I wanted to do a little bit of a crochet and chat before Steve and I leave to go and see The Color Purple. It'll be his first time, my second time. I loved it, like I said, so much that I will probably see it at least one more time. And I usually don't do that, but I thoroughly enjoyed this, and so for sure. Another thing I'm gonna do again, if Hamilton comes back to LA, I'm gonna put my pennies together and go see it. Okay. Here's another interesting thing that we did on that I did while on vacation. I had a job interview. Yeah, I had a Zoom interview while at my mother's house, and I'll keep you posted on how that all goes. I haven't talked a lot about it. I've been doing a lot of that, not a lot, but I've really been pursuing moving into something different than what I've been doing, and it's been challenging. But I'm keeping my head up, and I'm gonna keep trying because I want to move on and do something different, build a new skill set, gain some new knowledge, and contribute in a different way. So, anyway, that's that for that. So that was interesting. We'll see how that goes. And I think what else happened? I think that's all I want to talk about. I have been watching gold videos this morning, and people are doing. I watched Terry from the Yarn Joy podcast, and I watched Ella from No Catchy Name. Hey, ladies, and they reviewed their goals from last year and set new goals. I think Terry's I just watched her. I don't know if she actually set new goals in her video. I can't recall right now, but she definitely went through and said how she did on the goals she made for 2023, and she did great. Elva talked about what she wanted to do for the year upcoming. I actually and she said her goals are pretty much the same every year. I don't do goals like that because I generally am not gonna get it done. But I love how this whole, or not this, but the amigurumi challenge. You guys see my little Arthur is sitting right here. Arthur the lion. I got my sheep right over here that you've already seen if you watched the last video. But I loved how that make nine thing worked out, and honestly, it I learned I'm not really good at setting things and holding myself accountable or doing them because I set the goal. I think the key with this one is that Laurel and I did this one together. And so because she was also posting videos, I just finished I think the fourth round. So I have two more to go on this. I think I'll have to count after I do this one. I know I got at least one more. So I'm gonna do this one. And the fact that we did it together, it kept me motivated. So I am gonna go into the new year this year, and we will continue with the make nine. It's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be 9 books. And I might even try to do, there's an amigurumi book challenge on Instagram, which I will post in the description box below. That it is choosing one book a month, and who I think Blue Cherub Crochet did that all last year, and I guess I could have like combined the two, but with the make nine, I'm not stuck on, like, I don't have to do one every month, so it's a little more doable. We'll see if we could double dip with that one. We'll see. um because it's just using your books, and I really want to continue down this road of using my books, and so we'll see. I think I'm just going to choose 9 books, maybe 12, and see if I can get one thing done from each one of those. And then, of course, guys, we're going to continue on with the uh seasonal yarn YouTube hop in 2024. Yay! I'm gonna do it differently. Okay, I'm not going to do prizes every season. I'm gonna do random prize draws. It's still gonna be a gift card. It's still gonna be a $50 Amazon gift card, which I still need to draw it for the winter edition. So hold tight for that. For the people who participated. I am going to let's see. We're just going to be using the hashtag, and the hashtag will be able to be used on Instagram and on YouTube. If you upload your seasonal project um, on the day of the same thing, you upload it on the day of um, the first day of the new season. So our next one is going to be spring. I am not going to require that videos be sent to me because I just want as many people as possible to participate. So, really, all you have to do is use the hashtag on the day, and we will go ahead and it will all the videos of the participants will aggregate under that hashtag. And then all our friends who want to see it need to do is just search the hashtag, and all of those videos will aggregate right there, and they can just go through like that. Now, I may make a playlist for my description box as and keep adding to it as the videos come through, but I'm not going to require participants to send me a video so I could create it ahead of time. So I think that takes off some of the pressure, and hopefully folks will want to participate because it's such a fun collaboration. And we're going to just continue it on. I'm going to try to get more excitement over it on Instagram. So be on the lookout for the official announcement. I already wrote it up and sort of tweaked the requirements and the rules and the guidelines. And yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to do it like that. So that's one collab that will continue on. We're gonna do some kind of Christmas in July project. I don't know what it will be. I haven't been inspired yet. I think, well, I'll take that back. I kind of want to do the same thing I did this year with the same book because there's so many ornaments sets that all of them were great, so I want to make them all. So I think that I'm going to do that again. And then I didn't even put up a tree, so I didn't even use my ornaments that I made. But that's what I for sure want to do that. And if Terry and Ella are interested in doing that again, the way we did it, you didn't have to have the book, but so many people did have the book that I hope that there will be more interest in doing more of the things or any kind of Christmas in July project. So, because Caroline, hers was very different. Caroline for the Love of Crochet did it with us, but she did different things. She didn't just make ornaments. So it's kind of a wide open thing. So, anyway, guys, no real intense goals. I'm just proud of myself that those things that we did endeavor to do did get done. I don't think I set any, I mean, like I said, the only thing that we set was the make nine, and we'll do that again but with different books. So and maybe Lorel will join me, or maybe a bunch of other people. I know some people on the Facebook group already are talking about doing and working through some of their books. And so, yeah, I think that just so that we spent the money on the books, we might as well use them. Okay. So I think I'm going to stop right here. I'm so glad you guys joined me for this crocheting chat. I will come back with another video at another time. I'll show you some of the things, the yarn that I got for Christmas. I will do for my birthday, and I will do the drawing for the folks who participated in the See Through Yarn YouTube Hop 2023 Winter Edition. I thank you guys so much for all the love throughout 2023, and I can't wait to see what 2024 is going to bring through crafting, through spiritual growth, through experiences that I want to have throughout this year, and really beginning to really get excited about going to Korea and for my 60th birthday. I don't know exactly when. It's going to be somewhere, either it's going to be the latter half of 2025 or maybe somewhere like the spring of 2026. We shall see, because I turn 60 at the end of 2025. So it's my birthday present to myself. And I'm excited to start, planning that and saving the money and, that kind of thing. Anyway, I think that's it. That's all. So you guys help me get through those rows. I think I got one more to do. And let's count them because oh, I'm not good at counting these. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I need to do one more because it's supposed to be to row 17 for these plain rounds, and then we will start to decrease. Anyway, comment down below. Tell me, are you a goal setter? And if you are a goal setter, are you a goal getter? I like to have some loose framework type of stuff where I can work within that framework and not be too committed to it, but to at least have some kind of plans. That's what I would like to do. Tell me about your holidays. I hope that it was great. I hope that uh you guys had rest and good times. I know that life is not usually a bed of roses, and so there are challenges that come with like my family even had some during the time that we were just some tragic things did happen over the last part of the year last year. But we all got through it and we all stood strong. Specifically, the part of my family that was hit the hardest, they stood strong, and I'm so proud of them, and so uh, proud to even call them my family because man, some of the things were really difficult and they have stood strong. So yeah, if you didn't have the greatest of years, if you had challenging times, again, there's this meme going around of this Instagram post, and it says if all you were able to do in 2023 was to survive, boom, you made it. And I'm happy that you made it. I'm happy that I made it. Sometimes that's all you can do, right? Is survive, because life can throw you some curves. But so I hope that those of you who survived it, that you are proud of yourself. If you thrived through 2023, congratulations. I hope that 2024 brings even more great experiences and yeah, and if you had so many wonderful things happen and you celebrated a lot of things, I congratulations. I'm happy you had a good year, and I hope you also have a fantastic 2024. I pray for everybody who, again, if you just survived it, I pray that this year will be more than just survival, that you can grow and that you can thrive and that you can find some joy, even just in the little things like crochet. And just like the fact that I can do this kind of stuff with yarn, that I can turn strings into things is pure joy, and I love doing it. And I hope that if it's something you love, that you would do it a lot in 2024. Okay, enough philosophizing. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for joining me on this crochet and chat. I'll talk back soon. Bye. Until we meet again, keep it crafty.